And yes, this is the game I was talking about. A game that I was extremely hyped when I first heard about it. Mostly because you didn't know. That award will make... Okay, that's... I guess it doesn't well-known fact about anyone who was playing this game. This was made by the same people who made the Wizard first two fall games in New Vegas. Also known as the ones who know how to make a good fall game or RPG. So, before anyone else, I'm not gonna make fun of Bethesda throughout this game. I'm not gonna do that. It'd be kind of fair. The game still work on its own. And so far, I've been hearing a lot of great things about this game. I'm happy to hear. Because we're gonna have a blasting time in this. You get this game as a good RPG? Well, just wait till we play this. No, I do love that music. Story, normal, hard, supernova. Yeah, I want to see what this is. They're gone. Why say earthbound when the process awaits in space? Darn it.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists will have to drift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful. Ooh, they must have been feeding you Spacer's Choice rations.
Oh, I thought I was moving the crane. We could tell it's the crane. Alright. How should we do this?
Good metabolism. High likelihood of digesting Saltuna.
Alright, strain.
Ooh, they must have been feeding you Spacer's Choice rations.
Alright, then we read what it says. Strain, affect melee weapon damage in amount UK. So...
Rather anemic, but at least you'll fit in.
Oh, maybe good. Let's say. Maybe attack speed. I gotta put a good one up, but. Yeah, besides I don't need that. Tom? I do love Tom and people. Alright, how about good for that? Alright, skills. What kind of skills do we want?
A crack shot. Capital.
I say what he says about all my skills.
Ah, a blunt force trauma specialist. I might have a job for you. You're going to be hard to kill, though not from lack of trying.
Dialogue.
You could make a vicar doubt the law. You had a hand in everyone's pocket. Ah, a fellow tinkerer.
Near survey. How we got here?
A steady hand at the helm.
How does I deal defense or dialogue?
I hope we haven't lost that silver tongue to frostbite. You could have been a goalie for a tossball team. A crack shot. Capital.
I do know how. I'm trying to imagine how I would play this game, because I'm like Skyrim. Well, you do too. Say that's still gonna be the way you're gonna be playing for a while. I'm gonna say it's between wings, defense, and dialogue. I say probably good. Probably good if I put the captains on, because if anyone. Yeah, it'd be hard to read. I might take it out, also because it's gonna be hard to read things here.
Someone with a talent for exploiting insecurities.
Okay, we're gonna go with Wayne's and dialogue. I think I can handle that time. Hopefully. Okay, yeah, I need to. I'm sorry, people, but unfortunately, in small, I have to put my face against the TV. So, unfortunately, that's all we can do here. So don't worry, I'll put it back up after we get all this done. Alright. Oh, I think it sells. Yeah, this is my back suit. Better suits. I can come any good people with simple ones who can mix a memorable drink. Talk about a bartender in my past life. Evil Opera. I could have been an Evil Opera. The funny part is, I do have family members who do, who are other operas. Surprisingly enough, they actually own the businesses, own the business, repairing and selling those. Don't ask them. It's not family business. It's just, well, at least not everyone in my family worked there. Just 2 or 3 years. A farmer. Yeah. Dodgeball team mascot. Okay, I could just put none and just give one person to say no. I'm gonna be so. The fate of the whole of the colony will be depending on a gem. I will be at the distance. My God. Okay, okay, for bonus, blog would be good. Season. No, yeah, that's.
No one can see you cry inside of a mascot suit. Good for you. Don't let the board tell you what you're meant to be. Bureaucrat, eh? You'll have plenty of company.
I'm gonna ask him about Bubba suits.
Good. I might require you to push a few buttons. At least you're not claustrophobic. You've got all your limbs, at least. No signs of monsterism. Lucky you. Not the circus time clowns, I hope.
Yes, I'm not clown. I'm not clown on the team.
I hope you're comfortable with needles. Safety inspector. Oh, they must have meant bribe collector.
Bribe collector, yeah, I'm the bribe collector.
I wonder what experiments you were subjected to. Can you really compete with a Spacer's Choice frozen dinner? Good. I might require you to push a few buttons.
I love this. I can't choose. So many good ones. Okay, I need to pick something here.
You've got all your limbs, at least.
Dots might be good, but
You know what they say? Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. There's an archaic profession, like town crier or civil defender. 3 promotions away from junior bean counter.
no, it might be good. But I do one just for fun.
There's an archaic profession, like town crier or civil defender. No one can see you cry inside of a mascot suit.
Yes, this is me. I'm the team mascot. Alright, how many spaces do we have here? Hang on. Okay, hail. Yeah, we're gonna change the hail right here. What shall it be? What should we choose? Hang on. 1 second. Alright, if anyone does come, please let me know. You got any good names for this guy? Hmm. Anyway, well, pick that up until, I don't know about that one, I'm gonna stick with that one. Yeah, what time hills do we get? Okay, I don't know about any makeup, but we'll get this guy a skull or something. Because all mascots must have a skull. Something. I could be the Joker here. Why not I got the smile on my face? Yes, the Stalker. Our awards. Oh, of course we gotta check. Skull, get down the eye. Oh, we got half face, kinda messed up. I get it. Yeah, sorry to take so long. We can make him old, we can make him young. Okay, how about sight aids, but still so young. Oh, please tell me there's a clown. If we got clown makeup, I might think about doing the Joker. So yeah, how about we combine that with the eye scar? make it the night. This man then do something. Though before I do, let me just. Let's go. So there was one part eye on the right. Alright, there we go. Making it like one side of his face got messed up. One eye, and I still intend to kill them. Alright, that should be good enough. And name. So we named this maniac. Who shall be the hero of our wolves? The man of the 1,000 faces. Okay, that may not 1,000 faces, but something. His name shall set fear throughout the galaxy. I have a few ideas. Let me just look them up. Mostly because the mix of the hair and the face. Without the scar, he looks like Paul Rudd. Some kind of like younger Paul Rudd. Oh, so we named Scout Cabin. It's one thing. Alright. Paul Rudd. Oh, I can pull only 9 out of 16. That's fine with me. Alright, so summary. He has an issue with two-hand weapons, but for one-hand oh wait, two-hand melee weapons. Right. Handgun he's really good at. He's a novice. So non-guns. As well as heavy weapons. Does seem not the best dodge. Block, he can block somewhat some things. He's good at seeing people. He's a good decent liar, you know. He can intimidate people. I can scare people. Though he's not good at sneaking. Yeah, ain't that. Hack, he's not the good hacker. Lockpick is half decent. Merson, below decent. Though, but he's good with science. And you have decent. He can't spot anyone. Despite being a team mascot. He's not, increase the stage with anyone. That's not. And Banks don't want me to change the name. Ben, we're going with Scott Lane. Scott Lane, that man, the Marvel films. So we go with Nick Cage. Oh, hang on. Where did I go with Scott Lane? Yes, he is Scott Lane. He is Ant-Man for the Marvel films. We spent a half hour making a backstory behind this fucker. Alright. What's on this game? We're getting longer with this whole stream will be nothing more than me. What's the backstory of this man? Find out! My god, I should have been paying attention more than that.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down.
Shit.
Okay. If anyone do come, I'll put the conversation back up. But alongside this game, face to face, I want to see it with my eyes.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably
Beta-Blade knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take.
So my aliens.
Reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck.
Oh yeah, I kind of like the humor in this. Remember the Hope, the 60th anniversary of Hope's disciplines. Yeah. Cheers to me. Remember the Hope. He saved the mask. The team's mask spoke.
Hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Good deal. Hopefully we can land, you know, in one piece.
Ah, you've landed. Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away. Not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Oh, fuck. Right, simple controls. That's okay. Just walk away, pretend it didn't happen.
frozen for a while, there's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
My legs!
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take them. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right?
Yeah.
Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Someone ground the civic nigga? I'm down for you. Yeah, idiot. Give me a gun before you get killed.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time. You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Siphon. Gotta get out. Take your time to listen due to your concern for being 5 or 6. You've been fostered the time to fade. Alright, R1 slows time down. Maybe I should tell this guy that balls are gone.
Thanks for patching me up.
I'm gonna take that from you. I need more than you. Bob, Scott Lang needs it. I gotta go to the Avengers. I gotta tell them how to defeat Thanos. I gotta say here, I'm not fan using.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed. Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Yeah, no, who done that?
Really? How is he? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
Ah.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Come on, look. Come on, let's take them on.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Yeah. A lot of paperwork. You see, I take a look inside, see the potato.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Wait, what?
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4,
Oh God, no!
2,
What
1.
the?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed.
Oh
I
no.
have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Hopper was supposed to be doing that then.
I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Yes. There would be a. Y'all may be a right here.
I understand. You are speaking metaphorically. You wandered outside this ship and experienced a permanent, life-changing encounter. The old you is dead. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne. I extend felicitations and congratulations on your life-changing experience.
Life-changing experience. My name's Scott Lane. I am Batman. Okay, let me get it. Yeah.
Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable.
Unreliable.
Do you understand?
Yes. ADA. I like it. I'm unreliable. Yes, there's.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
What shall we read? No.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
The unreliable. Okay, I need to do things here. Okay, I can only do it on the menu.
Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown.
Oh, so we did explore my ship.
These are the crew's quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me.
Yeah, sorry if I bring up my weapons. I was... Hold on.
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died.
I'm just using the tool to, what was it? From Fallout. So if I started jumping around when I meant to take my weapons out, I mean, if it seemed like I'm about to jump but instead I took my weapons out, that's why.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
I don't have a job.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
I was gonna say, you can give me the paper and, don't worry, I can do this for you. Yeah, my dad. Oh, I forgot I can add points. Nice.
Gonna find you! Help! Help!
that a volcano? Yes, it is.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Hello, Breezes.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
Dispense.
Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
I'm Scott Lang,
Pleased to make
Atman.
your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look,
Hi.
You obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting
God.
means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Oh.
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge. Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Hi.
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah? You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds. Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed. Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the one... all my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees. Former people, yeah. Marauder's been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards. Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property.
What?
If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna dock my pay.
Oh no! Wait.
He's working at the cannery.
I could really go for some salt tuna.
Okay. Well, let's see how the place is and hopefully make some money on the way. Because I don't even know if I have any money on me. Well, I might be able to sell a few things. Okay, so from the looks of that looks like the 9 problem will be on the other side. So essentially on the way to the gate. Well, woods. What do you want to call it?
Spacer's choice. Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Another day at the cannery.
Don't go knocking your work. At least we've got work.
Carry on.
Spacer's choice takes care of its own. You read the latest report?
Only the part that
Gotta
said
keep
we
our
ain't making
heads
our
up.
quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk hadn't
Sorry.
abandoned us.
I got a lot to
Cannery could use those extra hands.
Nothing we can do about that.
Sure
I don't
there
have
is.
time for this.
We can have another zero G.
Never seen you here before. You a visitor? Welcome. On behalf of the Spacer's Choice family, let me welcome you to, where am I again?
I don't know. You're drunk.
Oh, I ask myself questions all the time. For example, why do we spend money on these fancy latrines when we have a perfectly good wall outside? Oh, it's fine. I'm only on my 3rd bottle. I don't start heaving up my guts as long as I can count to 3. Company lets me imbibe as much zero-G brew as I can afford. Even gave me a discount on account of my injury. You jealous yet? Yep. Got my mitt stuck in a rotor wheel. Shredded my wrist up real good. Conrad went and sewed up my hand, but I couldn't do much about the pain. Boss was real generous to me, though. Got myself a 5% discount on zero-G brew. After the 2nd bottle, the only pain I feel is emotional.
5%.
Hey, Conrad's a surgeon. Well, he's a barber. That's like surgery, but for your hair.
Sorry, I got a lot to do.
Yeah, not a big fan of talking to people with the same button, taking the weapons
gotta
out.
keep our head. All right.
I don't know you.
I don't know you either. I'm Scott Lane.
Amelia Kim, Spacer's Choice Beverage Dispenser. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
It'll be fun, the bartender.
You really think so? That's kind of you. I've been trying to keep the floors clean. You got no idea how long it takes to scrub the tiles. Guess I misreckoned you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to be curt. We just got some problems lately. I can get you a drink if you'd like. Gotta ask you to enjoy your beverage within the premises, though. Can't risk you bringing a drink over to those...
Sorry about that.
Murders. You understand.
That's right. I just came back.
Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway.
I got a
enough
mouth
about
in my
them.
mouth.
What can I do for you? Do you now? And what makes you think Mr. Thompson wants to talk to you? He's a busy man. You want to talk to Mr. Thompson, try ignoring your duties. He'll summon you up to that great big tower atop the cannery, and you'll get yourself a proper dressing down. It is a good thing. If you're not pulling your weight, you don't deserve to live here. Simple as that. Go ahead. I don't see how that's any of your business. Will there be anything else? Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum. Look, I don't know what you're blathering about. If you took a blow to your skull, you really should settle down with some zero-G. Anyhow, whatever happens outside the walls is not my business. Only deserters and marauders wander out there, and I cannot tell you which I revile more. My world is these 4 walls, that door, and a row of mugs that need cleaning. Let me make something clear. Spacer's Choice has been real good to me. The town's been real good to me. When I start gallivanting around outside the walls, poking around in places I shouldn't be, learning things I've got no right to know, people will talk. Won't ever catch me asking about the world outside. Else the town's gonna say Amelia's gone soft. That Amelia's pondering desertion. I don't want that. There you go with that thinking again. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's dangerous?
Nope.
I've said enough. People come here to drink their problems away. If they wanted to face their problems, they'd go see our vicar.
Well, that's good talking. Who are you?
I've got some time. Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Wish we had some better rations.
Don't let the boss catch you saying that.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice.
Wait,
the
do we
office is
immediately?
writing up promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
Okay.
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity. His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual? Interesting jumpsuit you've got. And by interesting, I mean suspiciously reminiscent of contraband. As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity. If this is a setup to a joke, you should know I've never found anything amusing in my life. I don't serve Edgewater. Edgewater and the entire region of Emerald Vale serve Spacer's Choice. Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics, which occupies a seat on the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, also known as the Board. I must admit it bothers me that you don't already know this.
Sorry.
Flattery won't get you anywhere with me. The bureaucracy is a noble profession, but not all of us are gifted enough to serve in it. Something to report? As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
I should have done that before I came here.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs.
Sorry.
Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people. Say what you will about our town, but we all pull together. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged.
So, have one come with an idea then.
What can I do for you? A ship? Dear me. You seem to have lost the ability to distinguish between reality and fantasy. This is what happens when you let your imagination run wild. I don't approve of fantasizing. It's a dreadful habit, corrosive to the mental faculties. You ought to let the Vicar take a look inside your head. Vicar Maximilian, our man from the OSI, here to spread the message of scientism like a soothing balm upon a feverish head. Or so you'd expect. You'll find him in our local church, probably neglecting his duties. He doesn't seem to like us much. The Vicar has not been with us long, and in his relatively short tenure in Edgewater, gives off the distinct whiff of superiority. Go ahead. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
Yeah, how did that happen?
The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame. Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching. Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol.
What?
Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us. Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
Now, okay. Oops. Alright, next person to talk to. Wait, this time he has mine.
Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. And what are you doing here? Visiting? Well, let me give you the grand tour. This here's my domicile, and there's the door. What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking. Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see your way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work, that's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Lord, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it. Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
Yeah, boy.
I know that. But I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
You're making a mistake.
Silly?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
Why?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic. I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
So, save one old man or save a group of... Or save us. A group of younger people.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons. That's all I can ask of you.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
Move along. You're safer inside the walls.
You're safer inside the walls.
You're safer behind the walls.
Talking to the good vicar always lifts up my spirits.
I don't have time for this.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
Our place in the universe is fixed.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto, at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town? Mechanical tomfoolery is well out of my purview. I suggest you take such matters to Mr. Thompson in the cannery. Oh, and a word of warning. If you're considering wandering around outside the safety of the town, you'd best be cautious. The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book. So you'll consider it? I do appreciate you hearing me out. And, your discretion. It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M'Bakono handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here. Any progress on that matter we discussed?
Not yet.
Please get it. What would you like to discuss? Not to put too fine a point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. An ass? Who do you think... Please, excuse my ill temper. I fear you've misunderstood. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town.
Well, just call a priest an asshole. You gotta do it once in a while. Good.
Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here. Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so. They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No. How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands. The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan. The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also known as scientism to the layperson. Mock me all you want. I know my beliefs to be true. You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us.
So, God. Well, some wasn't a god you're talking about. I don't know.
We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything. The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to Grand Architects ourselves, after a fashion. Well, first there's the matter of the secret blood rites and animal sacrifices. I'm kidding. Seriously, though, to truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation.
Okay. And I'll wait stay time. Well, might well talk to, talk to someone. because I really like to have my new sip.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Seems we've got a guest.
Hi.
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
I don't like seeing this.
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Good Lord, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand.
Seems like a nice guy, but I got a feeling he's trying to convince me of doing things.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Well, at this point, I think there's a good plot to see stop the game. Well, not stop the game, but more of stop for now. For right now. Mostly because we are going on. I thought we started playing earlier than this. Well, still. Have a good time. Pretty good. I mean, seriously, like, pretty good time with this. So, see what happens next time.